Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So this one right here reads like a Hollywood movie script or a novel. Let me first start out by saying rest in peace to Dr. Linval Bloomfield. Alright, Dr. Linval Bloomfield is the Parliament MP, sitting MP actually, who was found with about 20 stab wounds in his house recently, and it was determined that it was foul play. Now, a young man was brought in and questioned, right? And then he was released. That young man has been brought in again and arrested and charged. Okay? And it's funny because when we first did the initial story, there were a lot of people that were saying, stop slander the dead and all these other things. And I'm trying to show you the importance of getting to all the details in a story as the story unfolds. Now, 20-year-old Simeon Sutherland, the man who was initially picked up as a person of interest in relation to the murder of Dr. Linval Bloomfield. This is Simeon, right? Licky, dirty, nasty. You know, I think it's a common thing among Jamaicans, whether they're in Jamaica or they're overseas, that use you personality, that me personality, that it's all about me, and as long as you're giving me things, then you're okay. But if you're not, then I can become dangerous kind of personality. These narcissistic individuals here seems to be something that is common and widespread amongst my people in particular. Now, let me say this first before I go any further and read some of this. I wish I had saved the documentaries that I watched, because there are other rogue journalists out there that went to Jamaica and did documentaries, underground documentaries. And there are men, young men, them boy I don't want to work. Them man here would drop them pants and bend over for your next man, just for material gain. This youth right here, 20 years old, I just came off his Facebook page, right? And as far as I can tell, he's actually a dad, right? And him have him woman. So at 20 years old, you're a dad, you have your woman, you're a father to children, and your secret life is, I don't know if he was conning homosexual men into believing that he would do favors, and then when he wouldn't return the favor, he would lower them into a position where they were vulnerable, and then he would kill them. But that isn't such the case. The case really is, he was bi. He was with women and he was with men, and the women knew nothing of his other side of his life. And if you really study his Facebook page and you look at his friends list, you can see that there are a lot of females. Just go into the friends and go into their stuff, and where you will see him there again, and you can see it's the kind of females that the modern day Jamaican female, especially younger ones, kind of male that they look for, right? The boy no have no job, no work nowhere, but have a whole bunch of things and have things to give, and always look what they call pretty and good looking and fly and all these things, right? And he's getting groans out for once, preying on people in a position of power and people with money. Now, the whole story goes like this. 20-year-old Simeon Sutherland, the same guy you're looking at right here, he's the one that's responsible. And some people might say guilty until innocent until proven guilty. And not in this case, him guilty. 20-year-old Simeon Sutherland, the man who was initially picked up as a person of interest in relation to the murder of Dr. Linval Bloomfield, the Member of Parliament or MP for Eastern Portland in Jamaica, was formally charged with the crime by the police on Friday. So he was formally charged with murder of the MP on Friday. Sutherland, this man right here again, of Buff Bay in Portland, was picked up after scientific evidence reportedly linked him to the scene of the crime. He had been questioned twice by investigators before formal charges were laid against him. He is set to appear in court next week. The man, who is said to also frequent Annata Bay in St. Mary, was initially arrested on Wednesday, February 13th by investigators from the Major Investigation Division, or the MID, who have led the probe. So he's known to frequent Annata Bay in St. Mary as well, right? And one of them batty boys that will go around the island from place to place and fling them batty all over the place for money, then go back to where they live and pretend whatever they pretend. Hustle me a hustling up. My gone, my girl, me see you in a couple days and them thing there. And then the girl over there waiting on him, and he bring his loose booty ass back home with a whole lot of money, living that double life. So during the initial questioning, it was revealed that Sutherland admitted to being with Bloomfield several hours prior to where his nude body was discovered with stab wounds. However, he denied knowing anything about the killing. So under proper thorough investigation, Sutherland actually admitted to being with Dr. Bloomfield. But he said, yeah, me did that with him, but I know me not have nothing to do with him killing. I don't know nothing about no stab up or anything like that. Sutherland was then released by the police on Thursday afternoon, February of the 14th, but was again arrested by the police after further forensic evidence reportedly linked him to the crime scene. Now, you know, people, if there's one thing that I always say on my channel is, talk to me in DNA. It is irrefutable. It's like the Vibes Cartel case and they tell me yes this and yes that. It's all circumstantial. Give me one link to DNA if you want me to say guilty as charged, because it is irrefutable. You understand? So anyway, Bloomfield was found with multiple stab wounds by an employee at his home in Paisley Gardens. So if you don't remember, Dr. Bloomfield, his housekeeper came, found him laying there, the grill open. First the gardener came and then the housekeeper came and went inside, and eventually they said blood was from the bathroom to the bedroom, and he was found naked, shower still running, all them kind of something there. Big bottom affair, big sound like homosexual love interest kind of thing. So pop up, something gone wrong. And that's what we thought from the beginning, and a lot of our audience members were pouring in the comment section and saying stuff like, well, we've known Dr. Bloomfield since we were children. I'm in my 30s now, I'm in my 40s now, and he was our family doctor all along growing up. I had men calling in and saying, SouFlo, that's how me still live. That's how me there all the time. Me no go nowhere. I've never flown out of Jamaica. Me I tell you, said that the talk around town. Dr. Bloomfield love boys. Yeah, and me no know, no man no go to him as a doctor. It's mostly women go to him as their doctor, but men don't go unless some man will go both ways, or some boy will might try entice, just like this young man you're looking at right here. Alright, a lot of people were saying stop tarnishing his name, and I was trying to tell them it wasn't tarnishing anybody's name. It was us leaving no stones unturned and getting to the bottom of the issue. No pun intended, bottom of the issue, but you see what I'm saying. Alright, so Bloomfield was found with multiple stab wounds. 2 knives were recovered at the politician's home, along with a vest found in bushes near the premises. And those are said to be vital evidence in this case because it contains this young man's DNA. The reports from a post-mortem examination that was conducted on Bloomfield's body determined that the MP received some 20-something stabs. Now, let me close this video up by saying this, right? You see these females and males, I don't know what happened to Jamaica, man, but our younger generation, I cannot say that the generation before them set it up like this, because they didn't. The generation before them was about work, right? It was about dedication, was about getting somewhere. This new generation, I don't know if it comes with the advancement of technology and them being able to see what's going on around the rest of the world through a click on the internet, but they are heavily influenced by something and it's doing them absolutely no good. Every man for themselves, nyam out your pocket, use who me have to use to get to where I think I'm going, and look where the boy end up. Just like how the girl get her head bust out and look where she end up. Yeah? It's time to wake up though. Sad story? Leave your comment in the comment section. I'm out.